Welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where I, Melanie,
And I, Sean.
watch and discuss every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and how the themes of each episode might intersect with our own lives. As a reminder, Sean is a longtime fan of the show and has rewatched it several times, and I am brand spanking new, and have never seen these episodes. So, two very different perspectives.
Mhm.
If you are new to the podcast, welcome. We're glad you're here. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. Today, we are going to be talking about season 5, episode 12, Checkpoint, where we see the return of the Watchers Council. And once again, they are going to be watching and reviewing and assessing Buffy.
Man, I don't like them.
It's a lot of turtlenecks and suits.
Yes, yes.
They're very stuffy.
Yes, yes. Very, like, prim and proper.
Yeah, very British. So let's talk a little bit about tests
Okay.
and being tested.
Mhm.
And as an adult, what kind of tests do you encounter? Have you encountered?
I'm trying to, from a work perspective, all I could think of is, certification tests I've done.
Yeah.
Like, there's one I have to do every 2 years, and it's always the same questions. Like, maybe not worded exactly the same, but, it's the same stuff, and okay, it's done.
Do you have to do at the company you're at now the way we used to do at the hospital, the annual in service stuff?
I do, but it's only, 2 of them, but, about information security and HIPAA.
Oh,
The HIPAA one used to be fun because it was a video with a talking llama, and I remember because I would
you
take a
sent it to me.
every year I did it, I would take a little clip because there's one part where they're talking about business associate agreements or BAAs, and the llama says that, and then there's a sheep that baas, and it's we switched it.
That's funny.
We switched to something different this year, but yeah,
That's
thankfully
oh,
it's just those 2. It's not like the 20 we had to do working in the hospital.
that was crazy and stupid. Like, we're really like,
Certain
I don't know.
ones I could see being required every year, but not all of them.
Like the fire escape stuff. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, the
And
life
then
and
the
death
active shooter stuff, unfortunately, that's kind of important, I guess.
Mhm.
But really, do I need to know all the procedures of the risk management department?
Right, right, right. It was a little much. When
Yeah.
the first hospital I was working right after I graduated college, so that was 2000, it was all on paper. Yeah, reading, I handed a packet so thick and had to read and take the test manually.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
I know we used to the last couple of years I was there at the hospital, we would just all do it at the same time. Just shout the answers over the cubicle walls.
I mean, one like you were saying, like the bloodborne pathogen one, I have a lab background. I could teach that continuing education.
Yeah,
Let me skip to the test.
right.
Yeah, my sister, who's still in a hospital setting, she was doing them last week, and I don't miss that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of employment tests, I know nowadays it's more rigorous, just the pre-testing to get in front of HR. You
Mhm.
know, like, they do that weird personality test at a
Yes.
lot of places that I think I'd have a hard time with that. I know my ex-husband was applying for a job, and he came back and told me about that test and some of the questions, and it was how he was like, "How would you answer that?" I was like, "I don't know how you would answer that. I feel like there were several answers to that."
Yeah.
I don't envy people that have to do that. That makes things so much harder, and they probably miss out on a lot of people, good quality employees
Mhm.
because of that.
Definitely.
And then just like a skills test you have to take to get a job as like in IT or something like that.
Mhm. And some places want you to, create something, like build a presentation or something
You've had
like
to do
that.
that.
Yeah, for a job that I applied for when I was trying to get out of the previous place before the one I'm at now,
Mhm.
and it was like a whole presentation, then I had to present it. And I read I see a lot of TikToks about that, and
Yeah.
some companies are probably just taking that material and using it as their own, if it was good. Yeah,
Ugh.
getting a job has definitely changed in The my
Do you
25 years in healthcare IT.
do you think that kind of testing is an effective method of assessing whether someone is going to be a good fit or a good employee?
I don't think it's good for seeing if they're a good employee. If there are certain specific skills that you're looking for, like
Yeah.
if like for a software engineer, I could see that. Or like a data
Yeah.
analyst, show me you could do or create a query. But like if like that one that I had to do for that one job, it was an analyst type role, like analyst process improvement, and I had to like design a new feature, like just made up, and then create an implementation plan for how I would roll it out. Like that's something you could get out of me in a conversation. Like walk me through an implementation process, not have to do that.
Right.
So I think for certain industries it makes sense, but I don't like it. I mean, you're basically working for free.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, maybe for an entry level SQL programmer or something like that, you want to assess.
Right.
Come here for a second. I'm calling Drew in.
Okay.
Tag it.
Drew,
Tag you're it.
we're talking about assessment of potential employees and whether the skills tests that a lot of places issue now are effective and
No,
warranted.
no, they're horseshit.
They're Well, I was just saying, at a certain level, like somebody who's been in the industry like for a long time, like you, maybe not. I mean, they could just look at your resume and know that obviously you're skilled at
I
the
mean,
kind of coding you do. But
yeah. So to be clear, I mean, yes, I've got to have some technical chops,
yeah,
and they can ask some questions and try to figure that out. The problem is most of the interview stuff is all about stump the candidate
yeah.
and
Yeah.
what can you do in 30 minutes without Google. When the heck am I going to have to do 30-minute without Google's tasks working for?
When are you going to have to do math without a calculator? I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. No, I agree completely.
Do you think that them giving you the test is like a power thing?
Absolutely. And it all started with Google. Google had this reputation of being such a hard interview.
Yeah,
And I don't know, 10, 15 years ago or something, they came out and said, yeah, it didn't help. You end up hiring a bunch of people that are good at interviews, but that has no bearing on their ability to actually do the job.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. All right. There you
Okay.
have it.
Glad I could help.
Thank you.
Is that
Thank
all
you.
you needed?
Yes.
That was it.
Okay. I so yeah, that kind of ties into what's going on in this episode too. It's just kind of like a sometimes just a power play.
Hmm.
Let you know right away what it's going to be like.
What other tests have you encountered in your adult life?
When I was in my 20s, when I moved to California, I had to take their driver's test.
Like the road
And
test?
it wasn't just the driving, it was the written test.
I'd be
I had
so.
so I had to get the book of all California driving laws and cram all that information into my brain
Mhm.
and unlearn all my Florida driving laws and then go take that written test.
I would be more nervous about doing the road test again. Not because I'm a bad driver, but I think just going through that again would stress me out and make me nervous.
I don't even think I had to do the actual driving test, just the written test to know their
That
different
was
laws, I guess.
okay.
Yeah, so tell us about your driving test when you first took your driving test. How'd that go?
The first one, I was not ready.
Oh, how
No,
old were you?
I was 17,
Okay.
and
17?
I think in New York you can't get your permit until 16,
Your learner's
and
permit, yeah.
your learner's permit, yeah, and like I didn't go out enough. It was with my father, who I mean, when we were in California last week, I was joking with you about how like when I parallel park, all I remember is him yelling, cut the wheel," and I don't have scissors.
Oh,
So I didn't practice enough. I was very nervous,
mhm,
and I didn't like cause an accident or anything, but it didn't go well. The second time, everything was perfect.
yeah,
Well, my parents sent me or got me driving lessons with a instructor, and I was doing very well. I felt more confident. So the second time when I did the road test, everything was good. It was in the school's car, so it was like dual brakes, like brakes on my side and the
Oh, yeah,
passenger.
yeah, mhm.
And we're pulling. I had to make a left into where we started, and then it was done.
Okay.
There was a car coming before I made the left. I thought I had plenty of time to turn. However, the person from the DMV did not slam on the brakes, and I failed because of that.
And you failed that was the
Mhm.
second time?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
Sean.
because of that, everything else was fine.
Oh my gosh.
So then I did it again, like, as soon as I could after that, because like, I got this now, and the person pulled out, like, the stamp and stamped my thing as approved when we were about halfway done. So I'm like, "Oh, that's good, we'll go for the rest of 'em." And I failed that. No, I didn't. That
No.
one I passed.
Despite the donuts you did in the parking lot,
Yep, yep.
the celebratory donuts.
Mhm. And Melanie loves it when I drive.
Oh, I love it more when you're the passenger next to me. Let me tell you guys, when we were in California, I was so excited to get back on the freeways because I remember when I used to live there, I love driving on the freeways. Everybody in California, they all drive really fast.
Mhm.
So, but everybody drives fast. It's not like in Florida, people are weaving in and out, but they're going like they'll cut you off and then hit the brakes. So, yeah. And you did very well actually when
Yeah,
we were in California. You didn't do a lot of your grabbing the thing
curving.
and braking and
I like your sighs when I'm not driving fast enough. I don't even think know that you do them, but they come out. I'm like, "Oh, gotta speed it up a little."
I just I had no filter, Sean. No, that's not
No.
true. I have a filter. I have a poor poker face.
Oh, I my husband does the exact same thing as you.
Well, we drive very similarly.
Yes, yes, you both do. The little noises and the eye rolls. Okay. Are you
And
ready to get into checkpoint? There any other tests you wanted to talk about before we did it?
no, college tests. I think we've talked about that before on the pod, and that I had test anxiety throughout college, but
Mm,
got over it.
okay.
I don't know. Do you encounter a lot of tests, evaluations? I guess annual evaluations at work. It's
Yeah,
kind of like a test.
yeah.
And
Me
always, until my very final review, even though they were always great, I always thought they were gonna be not great.
really? You? You were so good.
Yeah. And they were always exceeds expectations until the very end with my crazy boss. But
Yeah. I get that. Like my boss always says, like, what when we're getting to that time, it's like nothing is going to be a surprise, and that's how it should be. If
Mhm.
there are problems, they should be discussed all year long, not
Mhm.
waited for an evaluation.
Right, exactly. Agree.
Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and evaluate this episode of Buffy.
Ooh, nice. Alright. Previously on, the council
Really?
sucks.
Yeah.
They gave Buffy her test, her surprise test, right? Where she
Mm-hmm.
got drugged and then tested.
Mm-hmm.
And then Giles got fired.
Right.
Buffy quit.
Mm-hmm. Quick cancel.
Yeah. And Dawn eavesdrops. That's my recap of the previously on.
As,
Dawn's a nosy little bugger.
as Giles, Joyce, and Buffy have this really important conversation in the middle of the dining room.
Oh, and they do it again in this episode. The
Yes.
very opening of this episode. I'm like, why are you having this meeting downstairs? And of course,
Yeah.
she's again eavesdropping.
Right. And I mean, at this point, like she knows something is up. She doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
So of course she's gonna be listening.
Did she overhear them say that she was? Did they say that Dawn is the key?
I know because the whole group doesn't know. Only Giles knows at this point.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But Joyce knows. But
Joyce,
Joyce wasn't there.
yeah.
Was Joyce there? I don't know. But
She
Joyce knows.
popped in. I think she popped in later. No, she did not. That's something of a different scene.
Yeah. Okay. So the house is a mess.
Hmm.
And Buffy's like, "Oh, sorry, what everything with mom," and there's a big mess. And she picks up Riley's sweater is there.
That was
I don't
weird.
remember the house being a mess.
No, I mean there was a little bit of clutter, but nothing crazy. So
I
the
guess that was just to show us that she still misses Riley.
I guess unnecessary. Move on.
Yes.
Burn the
Yes.
sweater.
Yes. Burn the sweater.
So the council is they found something out about Glory and they are coming to Sunnydale.
Yes. They're
They
coming to
couldn't just
visit.
call.
Tara is there. She doesn't understand why that's a bad thing. They're the good guys, right?
No, they're not all like Giles.
Yeah, and they are not to be trusted. And we find out Quentin Travers is heading up this visit. Is that the screen print you sent me?
Yeah, Quentin
With
and Giles.
Quentin Travers. And then Tara has a funny line. Are you sure they're English? I thought English people were gentler than normal people.
That was good. Buffy freaks, and understandably so. I mean, considering what they did to her the last two times they were there, drugging her, like you said, and making her do that test with Krellick, my pills. And then again, when she was in Face Body,
Yeah,
plus she's worried about Dawn, although doesn't express that because why would she tell her friends what's going on?
exactly. Right. Yep.
And like she's worried, I had to take care of Dawn. And Xander points out, well, you've always done that. And then she kind of guiltily looks at Giles.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, I have. That's right. Joyce comes down in her handmade kerchief,
That matched her top.
but Giles concedes maybe they can help us with Glory
Mhm,
because right now we're lost.
mhm.
Cut to. There were a lot of cut twos in
Yes.
this episode.
Yeah.
Glory looking very sweaty and disheveled.
Yeah. My notes were Glory looked like she had some bad food poisoning.
Yes, that's exactly what she looks like. Yep. The minions burst in and they have a postal worker with them. They throw him down on the floor. The mail goes everywhere.
Glory sucks out the postman's brains.
Yes.
And so he gets, I don't know, what's a good word to describe it? Not catatonic.
Lobotomized?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of. I mean, so these people that she brain sucks, they don't die.
Nope.
She just sends them back out into the world and they're just kind of like half brained.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He does not pick up the mail though. People are going to be ticked off.
Yes. They didn't get their penny saver.
They don't, they don't get their Delia's catalog or their
Oriental trading.
yes Oriental trading catalog. The minion reminds Glory that she has to move fast on the key, and that she has to deal with Buffy.
Mhm.
Glory it seems to not be worried about Buffy.
Yep. Mousy the
She
Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, yes. She is ready to get out of Sunnydale, so she's gonna take care of things because she doesn't want to be there anymore.
Yep. A few things. Going back to the scene in the Summers house, Tara's hair looked different and Willow's hair was very cute.
Oh, I wrote down that I thought Tara looked very pretty in that scene.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, her hair and makeup were different.
Mm-hmm.
She looked very nice. Yeah, yeah. Willow's hair was cute too.
Yeah. And then we kind of hinted at it, but so Dawn was listening on the stairs, like you said. She had some
Yes.
nice donut pajamas. I like those.
Oh yeah, I did notice her donut pajamas. We don't see that cosplay too much.
I'm telling
Dawn's
you, next
donut
time,
pajamas.
nothing but pajamas. We're gonna be
We
so comfortable.
oh, I like it. We won't see yeah, we won't see anybody. We could get lots of good pictures with the sushi pajama people.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Buffy. Here's some stuff we know, Pip. That was good, right?
That was great. Was that your Quentin Travers?
That was Xander's impersonation of the council.
Oh,
So
okay.
me
All right.
doing my impersonation of Xander is
Wow.
yeah,
It's like that's like Inception level impersonations.
yeah. All right, we get credits, then we
Yeah.
open in the magic box.
hmm Right away, the council is there. We're jumping right into it. And then Giles is like, "Do you want to introduce me to all of them?" And Quentin says, "No."
So much disdain. Oh,
So much,
so
just
horrible.
condescending and just awful. Giles, yeah, and then Giles is kind of showing him around the store a little bit, but he's like, "I'm not here all the time. I am spending time with Buffy, what training," and Quentin, yeah, is very condescending to him, and the others, his little minions
Minions.
are around. They're pointing out all the dangerous items throughout the store. They're just coming at him from all sides.
Yeah. And then Anya, being a former demon, wants to get away from them as much as possible.
Yes,
But she's like walking in the back. She's from
yeah,
Southeast Indiana, where she had a mother and a father.
and a father.
Yep.
Yep. And then they're like, "Oh, and you're really gonna hate this. Everybody who's shopping in here, we're closing.
Get
Leave."
out.
Which,
Well,
man, they had quite a few customers to kick out,
yeah, and
and Anya is not happy.
no, of
Like,
course not.
"Please come back with your money."
And really, I mean, Giles doesn't work for them anymore. Buffy doesn't work for them anymore. And I know, like, they were trying to exhibit power over them by saying, "We have this information,"
Yes.
but,
Yes.
like, Giles shouldn't have to, like, make excuses for what he's doing or
They are holding the cards, or
Yeah,
so they think.
yeah.
Um, I have a question.
Mhm.
Why are there so many of them? Who is paying the payroll of the Watchers Council?
Mhm,
Why do they need to have so many of them? There's one Slayer, and she doesn't even work for them anymore.
mhm, and even when she can get paid.
So, I don't know, who are all these people?
Yeah, because there's some that really didn't speak. Like, there was an older woman who was just kind of in the background a lot, never said a
Yeah,
word.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Way too many.
yeah.
They do not
Um,
budget well.
right. Let's see. So, okay, Quentin explains that they're in town for this review. They're going to review Buffy, and Giles is like, to you as he's walking, he turns around to the rest of them. He's like, "You all stand around and look somber." And then he pauses a beat. He's like, "Good job."
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. So, I mean, basically, like, they wanna be sure that Buffy and Giles can be trusted with this
Right.
information.
Right.
Freaking council.
Yeah. Yes,
And then Giles
exactly.
says,
And yeah, go ahead.
"There you go."
Giles insists that Buffy is ready, and she's made great strides recently, and she has a remarkable focus. Cut two.
Her yawning in class.
Buffy is being in a classroom for the first time since Professor Walsh 2 seasons ago.
2.8 GPA.
That's right. They're learning about Rasputin. What class do you think this is that they're learning about Rasputin?
I mean, it's some kind of
It's
history,
a history class.
modern or somewhat modern European history.
I think that must be the name of it, somewhat modern European history.
Like, what would you call that? Because it's not modern. Like, if they're talking about Rasputin,
I don't know, when was Rasputin? When was he around?
1900s.
That's modern.
Okay.
I don't know, what do you consider modern? When you're talking about Europe, that's
Basically,
pretty
and
modern.
you're right. Anything after 1900, I would consider modern for Europe.
Okay,
Okay.
alright. So, Buffy is apparently she speaks up in this class and offers her opinion and theories quite a bit, because when she kinda is talking to herself, mumbling to herself, the professor calls on her and he's like, "Oh, not again, Miss Summers."
Oh,
And he is also dismissive and condescending to her. And he's like, "Maybe you should teach this class." Like, what a jerk
like,
this
they did
professor is.
another professor did that to her, like, right when she started college in season 4. I'm like, "Man, she just keeps getting it."
But really, way to squelch a student's desire to participate
Mhm,
in their own education process.
mhm.
And isn't that part of the reason why you're in college, is you're gonna question things and try and figure out what your ideas are about things? And he
Like,
is totally like, "No, accept, this is the fact I am providing you, accept it. Do
mhm.
not question.
I
Indoctrinate. Indoctrinate."
I had a class in college, Introduction to Poetry,
Ooh.
and I liked the material, but after, like, the first week, the professor had her favorites, and that's all she would call on, like, for opinions and stuff, so I didn't participate. And I put that in my
Mm.
review of her at the end, and she apologized.
Oh, good for you. I do wanna say the classes that he suggests that Buffy teaches, I would totally attend these classes. Speculation 101, Intro to Flights of Fancy, those
Oh,
sound like
hell yeah.
amazing classes.
Yes. Ugh, just uncalled for.
Yes, he's a
Freak
jerk.
freaking old men.
Freaking men. So speaking of that, please, if you haven't already, check out our other podcast, which is called The First Ones. And we last night we did an episode. We talk about 30-minute sitcoms of the past. Last night we recorded an episode about designing women, and I think I also talked about the patriarchy on that episode.
Ooh, I'll have to listen because I couldn't make it.
Men. So okay. Anyway, then we cut to Buffy taking out her frustration from that class experience on vampires in the cemetery.
Yes.
And now that we've been to that cemetery in California, I'm going to pay more and more attention to those scenes to see if I can pick out any of the graves that we went by.
I don't know if I told you or somebody else, but when we got home from Hellmouth Con that night after I got picked up from the airport, my husband put on the first episode of Buffy. And like we a lot of it was in the school. It's like we saw that we were there, and then but there was like a cut to scene to the cemetery, like one of those like in between scene
Yes.
transitions, and I recognized it. That was cool.
It was one of those remarkable grave markers.
Yep.
There were some really crazy and
Interesting.
ornate and impressive markers in that
Mhm.
cemetery.
So not only is like Buffy trying to wail on this vampire,
Yeah.
but she's like talking out loud about the class. And
Yes.
finally, the vampire's like, "Who are you talking to?"
Yep. As she is fighting, she is getting knocked around a bit, and then Spike literally flies in
Yeah,
and tackles this vampire, takes him out.
and he's expecting some gratitude from Buffy. He does not
Yeah,
get it.
she's not giving it. And then since she's not giving him the gratitude that he wants and craves, he decides to start needling her about her lack of boyfriends and why she can't keep a man. And one of the things he says, maybe it's you're getting older and things are not as high and not as firm.
Did you see the hand gesture he made? I was like, "Oh my."
Yeah, he was like,
And he made a thing about her. He said something about her making notches in her headboard.
yeah.
2 guys, and she's like, "Is she 20 yet?" She's
Well,
almost if
yeah,
not, she's
like
almost
I said,
20.
he's needling her. He's
Yeah, just don't like it.
okay. Two guy no, and then Parker.
Oh, I forgot about Parker. Okay. But
How can you
still,
forget about Parker?
I try to block him out of my mind.
Yeah. So she doesn't like hearing all of that, of course. And I said, he's like the little kid in school who has a crush on a girl and pulls her hair
Mhm.
because he doesn't know how to express his feelings.
Yep.
He's having big feelings, that Spike. We cut to the hospital
Mhm.
and we're in the hospital. One of Glory's minions pulls Ben to the side. Of course, Ben is there. And he pull. So wait, this minion dude, even if they put their hoods up and their robes, pretty conspicuous.
Yeah, yeah.
Walking around town, one. Walking into a hospital, two. Walking up onto the patient care floors, three. And doesn't get checked.
I mean, this was, like, 2000, and, the Stony Brook Hospital, which was attached to the college, I would just walk in and walk and take the elevator up to my sister's floor where she was working and just walk in around till I found her all the time.
You are not a demon.
But I'm
You are
just
not
like,
wearing like a monk's robe, like a hooded monk's robe. I'm sure had you been, somebody might have stopped you.
okay, all right, you have a point. I
All
mean,
right, thank you.
it is Sunnydale.
I know it is Sunnydale, and maybe they have some kind of a spell, or they have something.
Mhm.
I don't know. Who knows? The minion tells Ben that Glory says, "Get me the information
About Buffy.
about Buffy. Get me about. I need to know more about Buffy."
All right, let me ask you because I did not remember why and I didn't have time to Google. So Glory knows that Ben knows Buffy. How?
Yes. How does she know that he knows that we know?
Like,
Ah, the
did
messers become the messes become the messers. How does she know? I don't know. She knows stuff.
yeah. I'm trying to think, like, did
I mean, you remember when he got in his car and who was behind him? Was it a minion behind him in the
yeah,
car?
Greg.
And he's like, I have to clean up Glory's mess. So there must be, I don't know. They must know each other. I don't know.
Okay. That was our
Word gets
question.
around.
I'm
It's
trying to
Sunnydale. Word gets around. The
yeah,
minions reported to her.
right. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Ben didn't know that Buffy was the Slayer.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, she's the Slayer?"
Mhm.
But he knows that there is a Slayer, I guess.
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
didn't say, "What's a Slayer?"
Right, now we're back at the magic box.
I know. Someone done
Um,
that.
it's nighttime, Giles is there at the council, Buffy opens the door, sees them all.
Yes.
Bad day.
She's already had such a day and night. And she's just like, "Oh, this may as well happen."
One second, I gotta put my phone on mute, I swear I
Oh,
thought
okay.
I did. Yeah, volume. Where is my volume? There we go. Okay. Alright, you were saying?
They want a training demo from Buffy, and then they're telling her they're gonna do an exhaustive exam of procedures and abilities, observe her training, and talk to her friends. That's gonna be great. And then they say, "Glory is stronger than you. You can't defeat her. You need our help." I mean, they really just set this up to, yeah, we're holding all the cards here.
We are
You're
in
gonna do
charge.
what you want.
Mhm.
And Giles gets riled up and Buffy cuts him off. She's like, "No." And then they threaten to shut down the shop and deport Giles.
Yeah. They got some strings
They
they
got
can pull.
they got some British cojones is what they got.
Yeah, You're dealing with grown-ups now.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And Buffy, interestingly, in the classroom and here, she just kind of swallows it. You
Yeah.
know, she doesn't question any of these people having this control over her. She's just
Mhm.
like, "Oh, all right."
Do
Not
you
happy about it though.
do you think it's because Dawn is the key? Like, if the key was just a
A
thing,
physical key.
yeah, would she
Oh, I don't know. Well, look back at her experience in the classroom with the professor. I mean, that has nothing to do with Dawn really, and she just kind of is like not cowers, but she
submissive?
acquiesces,
Mm,
when he pulls that power play on her. And I don't know, maybe that's just because it was shocked her a little bit that he was speaking to her that way.
mhm.
I don't know. I would think though at this point, we're in season 5 now, Sean,
Yes, yeah,
that she would be like, "Slow your roll.
right.
I'm the Slayer."
One girl in all the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. It just takes her a while to get there. Then we leave them and we are in Glory's mansion. Ben sent a message back to Glory in the form of the minion that's all beaten up.
Yeah, whose name apparently was Jinx. I don't think I ever picked that up
Oh,
before.
okay. Dreg and Jinx.
Comedy duo.
Yeah, right. Obviously, Ben is not going to help her. Glory, and she's not, she says she's not mad. I mean, she's not happy,
Yeah,
but she's frustrated and bummed out,
mhm.
right? And she's like, "Why won't he help? He drives me insane." And my question was at this point, which answered itself later in the episode, can she not leave the mansion? Why isn't she doing this herself? Why is she sending the minions and trying to get Ben to do this? And then my other question was, is she just insane?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I mean, I know she's powerful at this
Right.
point, something. I don't know until the very end of this episode, right? And she can suck the brains out. But what
Mhm.
if she's just cuckoo?
No, I think that's a big part of it.
Okay.
Like, you're kinda like how Drusilla was, although,
Yeah.
Drusilla took it to a different place,
Yeah.
but, yeah, I think she definitely has some mental health issues.
Yes. Okay. All right. She calls him her sweet lumpy minion.
So sweet.
And so she's like goes up to him, she's like is resting her head on his chest, and he's like just like this. Like doesn't dare touch her, which if she's cuckoo, that's probably smart.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she says she'll just find Buffy herself.
Mhm.
So yeah, there you go.
I did like it when she was listing the various ways that Ben could help. He could seduce her and bang the key out of her.
Yes.
Uh, so then we're back in the magic box. I mean,
Mhm.
council has the power. Like, that's really what it comes down
What
to.
are we gonna do? And then Buffy says, "That Travers guy is like 60. I can't hit him, can I? Are we to believe that he's only 60 years old?
Again, I'm gonna
Am I
say,
just that old now? That guy looks way older than 60 to me."
no, I agree. I would think like late 60s. I mean, but then, well, for Brimley, 48 in Cocoon.
And I guess Buffy is young enough that what does she know? 60 probably seems ancient to her.
Yeah, I mean, I am about 3 weeks away from turning 48, and I think I look better than what Brimley did.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you.
for sure.
Then we get the interviews of the friends.
Yes, very amusing. So first we're seeing Anya and Xander,
Mhm,
and then Willow and Tara. So Anya tells them that she was born on the 4th of July.
mhm,
Ultra patriotic.
yeah.
And this is where we get, oh, this was funny when we want information about your relationship to Anya, to Tara and Willow.
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh, we're friends. Good friends. Girlfriends."
In love, lesbian,
We're
gay type lovers.
which I that's the first time I heard that was at HellmouthCon.
Mhm,
Very timely.
yep.
And then they're like, "No, your relationship to the Slayer." Oh, good friends.
Yep. Did you get Anya's full name? Good trivia bit.
Oh, I didn't. I just know Anya Jenkins. I did not get, what is it? Go
Anya
ahead.
Christina Emanuela Jenkins.
Oh, alright.
And
Um,
according to the trivia, there was a cut line that she said, "And when I was 7, I had a pet dachshund." Dachshund?
Dachshund.
"And when I was 7, I had a pet dachshund that died from choking on a wiener, which I find ironic."
Yep.
So there were a lot of Anya 4th of July memes going out last 4th of July, and I put one out with Anya on it.
Okay, alright. I love it. Next year I can be in on that.
Yes.
There's more talk of from Willow about their ball of sunshine spell,
Mhm.
and I certainly hope that comes to fruition and we get to see that.
Yes, that would be
Um, the council guy says, "Are you registered as practicing witches? What level are you?" They're all flustered. "Hi, what's the highest level?" "High level." And Tara's like real with authority, "5."
great.
5.
Willow said the dreaded word that I hate so much.
Magics.
Magics. Then
Um,
Spike's getting interviewed.
yes. Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, female watcher
Um,
has a little bit of a thing.
yeah. He says he helps her, she pays him, sometimes cash, sometimes blood. And then he tells them about how she can't keep a man.
Yeah.
And then he gets a little flirty with the female watcher lady.
Mhm. And she did her thesis on him.
Mhm. And then he's like, "Well, how is she doing?" He just can't help himself. How's she doing? She getting high marks?
Mhm.
Cut to
The training room in the magic box.
training room. They're blindfolding her and they're gonna test her on charisma, uniqueness, and talent. What's the third one? What's the N?
Bikini
On RuPaul.
competition?
Huh?
Bikini competition?
No, on RuPaul.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch that.
Oh, they assess them on, so they're blindfolding her and they are going to assess her on her charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. As Quentin says, agility, clarity, stamina, and strength.
Yep. And
He's go ahead.
there's one of the council people is like wearing like a karate gi and is barefoot, which I noticed. And so he's going to be attacking a dummy. Buffy has to protect the dummy.
Yes, and they're going to be using Aikido jujitsu techniques. As far as I know very little about martial arts, but I think those two martial arts are very different. I'd
Yeah.
be interested if anybody listening knows about those two martial arts and could tell us if they would ever be combined.
And of course, Buffy should know the names of
Oh,
the
for
various
sure.
moves in Japanese.
She does know how to properly bow
Hmm.
when they tell her to bow. I thought
Yep.
that was impressive. So anyway, so they start the attacks, and Giles is trying to translate the commands that Quentin Travers is giving her, and they're
Elbow.
having a hard time. And then she's like, "Forget it, I'm gonna do it my way," and immediately skewers the dummy with the sword.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oops.
So they're like, "All right, we're gonna stop with this. We'll do later. We're gonna do review. We're gonna do plans and strategies tonight. We're gonna do that." So Buffy goes home, and who is there? Glory is there.
Mhm.
Cut to commercial.
Yep.
So we come back, and Buffy's like, oh, ready for a fight, and Glory says, "If I wanted to fight," oh, because she takes the fireplace poker,
Mhm.
and Glory's like, "Come on, if I wanted to fight, you could tell by the being dead already."
She's not wrong.
No, she just wants the key. Give me
Yeah.
the key. Where's the key?
Yep.
Enter Dawn.
Yep, just she reminded me of my niece in this scene. I don't know why, but
Who did? Glory did or Dawn did?
no, Dawn did.
Okay, good. All right.
You're just like her sauntering in, and
Yeah.
then like, "Who is that?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she does try and like back her way out, but
Yeah.
Glory like sensed her and called her back in. And
The kid.
where's my key?
She has no idea.
Nope, none.
So I don't know, she's powerful, but she can't be that powerful.
Yeah, not like would that
She
be
can't
omniscient?
sense that. Yeah.
And but Dawn is still bratty little sister. She's like, I know stuff. I can tell you some things.
Ugh.
Which
So she leaves, she goes back upstairs,
yeah,
and then Glory says, "I'll kill her
and your friend.
and your mom. If you don't give me the key, I will kill something you love."
Mhm.
And she leaves. And then Joyce comes in, like, "Who's that?"
This time in a blue,
A blue kerchief. She's got a
and
vast
top.
array.
But
Yes.
it matched the top again. She's just
Yes.
like into it.
Very stylish. She's
I
very
hope
stylish.
I hope the brain hole never closes.
And so she's like, "Who was that?" And Buffy says, "Pack a bag. We're out of here."
And Joyce is like, damn it, Buffy.
Yeah. And where does she take her? To Spike's.
Yeah, you're a little cramped.
Sure. And Buffy says, "You have to look after them. You're the only one strong enough to protect them." Although, is he?
Well, who else would there be?
I don't know. Does he have more of a chance against Glory than
Oh, then Buffy. No, but like she's
yeah, Beth than Buffy? I don't know.
no, I agree with you on that. I mean, if she said
I don't know. I mean,
Dominion,
we haven't really seen I haven't seen all I've seen is the brain sucking. I haven't seen like evidence of her being so powerful.
remember when she entered and she kicked down that giant steel door?
All right, so she's strong. Buffy's strong.
Yeah, no, I
She's got
agree.
Slayer strength.
No, you're right. I mean, other than like a few things like that
Like
and kicking Buffy's ass.
so powerful.
Right. You're right.
Maybe we'll see that later. So Buffy leaves and he's like, "Hey, there's plenty of blood in the fridge." And
Um,
then he says, "I love what you've neglected to do with the place."
that was a cute choice
That
line.
was a good one.
Yep.
And then they bond over passions.
Timmy's down the well. If you
He's
ever,
just a doll. They'll sew him back up.
yeah,
Spike says.
if anywhere is ever streaming that, you really should. Like, not the whole thing, but just a few episodes.
Just the Timmy storyline.
Yep.
Okay. Back at the shop, Anya, Xander, Willow, and Tara are kind of sitting up in the loft watching the council.
Mhm.
And they're waiting for Buffy. She's late. She's late because in the alleyway, she encounters the chainmail ninja knights.
Yeah, I knew
Right?
already, so I just put Byzantine Knights.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like yours better.
Uh, and then we cut to commercial again. And then we have another fight scene in the alleyway. Buffy wins the fight, unmasks the last guy. I almost drew the thing on my forehead for this episode. I was
Oh,
like,
you're
"What
so good.
kind of weird, like, temporary tattoo are we dealing with here?"
You're so
He
good at that. I never think of these things.
they are the Knights of Byzantium,
Mhm.
and they are going to destroy the key and the Slayer,
Did
but
you
not
happen
tonight.
No, not tonight. Did you happen to notice he had very pointy incisors, the canine teeth?
I did not.
You should go back and check, like, they were pointy,
Oh,
like,
yeah? I do, I
vampires
have
were.
them too,
Yeah,
pointy
he
ones.
nothing compared to this guy.
No, they're really
They
pointy?
really were. I mean, I just think that's his teeth. I don't think it was anything with the show, but
Mm. They do talk about how if she were to kill him, then there would be throngs of them showing up.
mm,
So she lets them go.
yeah.
So I imagine we'll be hearing from them again. That's my prediction. Take note.
Alright.
Okay. Buffy arrives at the shop and she's got that guy's sword now. And then she has come to a revelation of sorts.
Mhm.
She very calmly puts the sword on the table. You always got to be scared
When things are
when
calm.
an overwrought emotional person gets quiet and calm.
Yeah.
So she tells them that she now understands that this whole thing is about power and that she has it, they don't.
Mhm.
She realizes that is the same with Glory, that these people need something from her.
Mhm.
It's something she has, they don't. So they need her. She does not need them. She
Mhm.
holds the power. She holds the cards. And that they can't stop Glory without her.
Yeah.
And then she lays it down and says, "This is how it's gonna be. You are going to rehire Giles. You are going to pay him retroactively."
Yeah. When she was talking, and, like, there's the one guy in the corner who, every time she says something, he's getting more and more, like, flustered.
Yeah.
Finally, he says something, and Buffy throws the sword at him, hits the
Yes.
wall.
Yes.
Fairly certain I didn't ask for any interruptions. That's not the right line. I'm fairly certain I
She said,
said
"Are you gonna tell people that what you texted me before I watched the episode?"
yes. Let
Go
me get the
ahead.
line let me get the line right first. I'm
Alright, go ahead.
I'm fairly certain I said no interruptions.
Yes.
I texted Melanie this morning because she said she was gonna start the episode that there's one part towards the end that is hot.
All
And
caps.
yes. And if she didn't think so, her husband would think so.
Yes.
And I was talking about the sword throwing scene.
Yes.
Not much of a reaction from Melanie. Not really one from her husband either.
He might have liked Willow and Tara talking about how they were gay or gay type lesbian lovers or
Yeah.
whatever that was.
Yes.
That's more his speed.
Yeah.
They are questioning who is going to help Buffy with this, who her team, and she's like, These people," or they said, "These kids,"
Mhm.
and she says, "No, these kids. You have two powerful witches, 1,000-year-old ex demon," and Anya, aghast, is like, "Willow's
What,
a
the
demon,"
demon?
holding on to her farce.
And then they question Xander.
Yeah,
Like,
boy, and she says, "This boy has clocked more field time than any of you."
then he gets all happy. I've clocked field
Yeah,
time.
and they're like, "Clocked more field time. That's a Riley thing."
So Buffy wants the information. What do they know? And
Mhm.
Quentin Travers looks at her and says, "She's a god." And then it
He
ends.
says, "She isn't a demon, she's a god."
Mm.
And Buffy's just like, "Oh,
Oh. And then it's done. That is the end.
end."
How many stakes do
Mm.
you give it? Checkpoint.
I'm gonna give this one 3 stakes.
Okay.
1, you told me I was really gonna like this episode, so I was thinking it was gonna be a very funny episode, so I was a little sad it wasn't a really funny, silly episode. 2, I feel like we've already seen this where Buffy is unsure of herself, but then finds her strength at the very end
Mm.
of the episode. Recurring theme, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. I would go 3 1/4.
3 and a quarter.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite line?
I think it might be Anya's Southeast Indiana one. Yeah.
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 I had a few that I liked, but I'm gonna pick when Dawn was in the crypt and Spike is saying that he has blood in the fridge, and she's like, "Real blood?" And he says, "What do you think?" And she goes, in her best annoying Dawn voice, she goes, Mostly I think ew."
That was good. Yeah. All right, I'm changing mine. It's gonna be Willow's a demon because just Anya's delivery.
Willow's a demon? That was a good one. That made me laugh out loud.
Yeah. All right. Next episode
Okay.
is season 5, episode 13, Blood Ties.
The episode takes place in Sunnydale General Blood Bank. I don't know. Blood ties. Somebody Well, blood tie so it could be literal blood, having to do with blood, and it could be a Spike vampire-ish episode, which would be fun. It could be blood ties, like familial ties. What would that be? I'm gonna go with it's gonna be a Spike vampire blood and some yeah, but yeah, oh, it's gonna be something where he's gotta get the blood out of the hospital.
Okay.
And he can't because intern Ben is always freaking there guarding the blood dispensing machine. Freaking Ben.
All right. You should have a screenshot in your email.
There it is.
Okay, good.
It's there. Oh, okay. So it is Dawn and Buffy. And does she have blood on her hand? She might have blood on her hand. Oh, I'm changing my
Prediction.
my guess. Yes, my prediction. This is going to be all about Buffy is going to tell Dawn. That's the blood ties. They're not really blood ties between them. And Buffy's going to tell her the truth because it's going to be the only way she could protect her.
Interesting thoughts.
Thank you.
Sure.
That is gonna be annoying too, because that looked like maybe they were in the hospital. Wait, let me go back and see that again.
Which Melanie and I tried to find the exterior of that hospital, but
We
it's
really
na
did.
yeah, I mean, we did drive by it, but it's now a, like, elderly care facility.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Buffy and Dawn.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause you brought up Ben. What do you think is going on with Ben?
I still have no idea. He has to clean up for Glory. I'm gonna say he's another the so she's a god. Maybe he's like an angel or something, and he's gotta like follow after her and clean up her messes that way.
Okay. Are
He's
you,
like middle management.
are you happy that we got more Glory?
Yes. Well, yeah. So what are we? Episode 12?
Mhm.
Yeah. She really needs more screen time
Yeah.
because she's entertaining.
So she absolutely is.
Yeah. So yeah.
Alright. You know what else is entertaining?
Tell me.
Our socials.
Oh, you're hot with the segues tonight, Sean.
Thanks.
Why don't you
Yeah.
tell us about them?
Sure. We are everywhere that matters at the Sunnydale Diaries. Feel free to check out our TikTok, our Instagram for photos and videos from our recent trip to California to attend HellmouthCon. We have an email address, thesunnydalediaries@gmail.com. Feel free to send us an email. Did we
We
say
love a good
something
email.
wrong in the podcast? Did you learn something from the podcast?
Oh.
Do you just have some general comments? Send them our
Are
way.
you a driving teacher?
How do you do it?
Do you give those tests? How do you score them? How can you possibly pass someone in the middle of the test?
Yeah. What's the worst driving test experience you ever had?
Yeah.
Ah, we also have a website, thesunnydalediaries.com. On that website, you get links to our podcast on many streaming platforms. There's a contact form there too. You can get a link to Melanie's Fused Glass art store
Mhm.
online. And there are some Buffy pieces in there too, along with lots of other beautiful glass artwork. I
You
think
can get
that
a link to our merch.
merch. Yes, our merch store on Zazzle. You can get to that from our website.
Mhm.
And that's all the socials.
Check them out.
Mhm. Anything else before we leave?
I think that's all I have. So, okay, so when are we going to be releasing Blood Ties?
Ties would be out the week of the 15th.
All right, you guys.
See
Happy
you.
4th.
Say happy birthday to Anya.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.